I've noticed myself, like when I'm laying down in bed at night, I'll just think about people around me or close to me what would happen if they died. And I'll go through all the scenarios and think about if I died and what would happen and all that. And I'll think to myself, why am I thinking about that? And I just want to just cancel the thought out, but I just keeps coming into my head. And I don't know why.
And so in these scenarios, is it a bad thing to take one time or a good thing?
It's not either. It's just what would happen if they did. I don't really think about if it's good or bad. Even though. On
a scale of 0 to 10, how often?
3 or 4 times a month.
And how long has it been going on?
Probably since I was about 11 or 12.
Somebody died?
Yeah, my great grandma did.
And that was the first death?
Yeah, first death I'd ever experienced.
Okay. You want to tell me about that? Just tell me. I'm just going to tap and you're going to tell me about what that was.
I was getting out of school and my brother's girlfriend had texted me and said, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I couldn't figure out what would happen because no one had told me yet. And I was like freaking out and just didn't know what to do, and I called my mom and she came and picked me up from school and said that my great grandma had died. And I didn't really know how to process it at the time, I guess. It was the one, I was closest to that one, yeah. Probably closer than my grandparents now. And it didn't seem like a big deal at the time to me. Like I never cried or anything. It just happened. And then about 2 or 3 years later, I just started thinking about it, and I got sad 2 or 3 years later after it happened, and I hadn't thought about it since then.
But you had been thinking about what happened when you died.
Yes.
So that seems to be the instigator for that question.
Mm-hmm.
And the scenarios that you go through about what happens when people die, is that is it what happens to them as a dead person, or is it what happens in the living world without them?
What happens in the living world without them?
So, did anything change in your living world without your great grandma?
Not that I can say, no.
She wasn't like a day-to-day person, but it might have sprung a sort of insecurity because it happened without any warning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it happened without any warning, and you were shocked in that moment when you got that email, right?
Text, yeah.
Oh, the text. Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. But you got that text that created a shock in your system that somebody died without any warning. And you were prepared for it, right? So let's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So even though. Who sent you the text?
My brother's girlfriend at the time.
What was her first name?
Brittany.
Even though Brittany texted me.
Said so sorry for your loss. I love and accept and forgive myself.
Even though Brittany said so sorry for your loss.
Even though Brittany said so sorry for your loss. I didn't know what she meant.
And I imagined what my world would look like.
And I imagine what my world would look like without my mom. Or my dad. Or my brother. And all these other people that were close to me. I don't want them to die. I didn't know who died. But I just reviewed all of them to make sure I was okay. Brittany said so sorry for your loss. Brittany said so sorry for your loss. 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 So sorry for your loss.
I want you to get back to that moment when you first got that text. I want you to think of someone.
I'm thinking that it was nice of her to text me.
Okay. But do you feel a sense of insecurity or fear? Because in that moment, do you remember what you felt in that moment when you got that text?
Fear.
And who was the first person that you thought was? Who was the first person you were most?
My mom.
And when you lay in bed at night and you worry about people dying, is your mom in that scenario of people that you worry about having to die?
Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, can you hear me?
It's still kind of quiet.
My microphone level is very high.
Mm-mm.
Is that any better?
It's a little bit.
Is this any better?
No. Mm-mm.
Your volume is up all the way. What about the volume on your
Yeah.
computer? Is that up all the way as well?
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, I don't usually have this problem, but I just got my computer worked on, so something could have happened. Sorry, it won't go up any higher. I will try talking loudly. Does that help?
Yes.
I can't turn my speakers up. Okay, so when you were laying in bed at night and you were worrying about these people dying and the scenarios around it, is your mother one of those people?
She can be, yes, at times.
Is she a predominant person that you worry about?
Yes.
Okay. And you live with your mom now? Maybe not.
No, I live by myself.
You live by yourself. But up
Mm-hmm.
until you changed it.
Yes.
You grew up
Till
with
about, yeah.
And did you grow up with your dad as well?
Yes, until I was 17, then they got a divorce.
And you worry about him? What happened to him?
No, he hasn't came up actually.
Her? Who else?
Yeah. One of my best friends.
When you think about your mom dying, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much does that upset you? How upset can you get?
I don't know if I'm getting upset about it or worrying about it. It's more of that I'm just thinking about it. There's not necessarily a feeling with it. I just think about what would it be like.
Okay. Even though I need to know what it would be like if she died.
I need to know what it would be like if she died.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
No, I can't help myself.
Even though I can't help myself.
Always wondering what it would be like when she died.
Always wondering what it would be like when she dies.
That I'll be alone.
That I'll be alone.
I love, accept, and forgive
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
myself. Even though I can't forgive, I can't stop thinking about it.
Even though I can't stop thinking about it.
Always a little worried that she's going to die.
Always a little worried that she's going to die.
And I'll get a text
And that I'll get a text
that says, so sorry for your loss.
that says, so sorry for your loss.
I love, accept, and forgive
I love, accept, and forgive
myself.
myself.
Text that says, my mom is dead.
Text that says, my mom is dead. So sorry for your loss. So sorry for your loss. Text that says, my mom is dead. So sorry for your loss. So sorry for your loss. So sorry for your loss. So sorry for your loss.
So when you're having these questions running over your head about what the world will look like when somebody dies, does it start with a text?
Say that again?
Does it start with a text? Does it include a text?
No.
No. What kind of things? So just walk through it for me. You're laying in bed.
And I'll get a picture in my head of being at a funeral and all my family being there, and what would it be like, and what would color flowers would be there, and where would it be at, and all that kind of stuff, all the small details about it.
About the funeral itself.
Even though
I can't stop thinking about the funeral.
I can't stop thinking about the funeral. I love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I can't stop thinking about the funeral. I love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I can't stop thinking about the funeral. Who's going to be there? What kind of flowers are going to be there?
What are they going to wear?
What are they going to wear?
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
Stress right now, right?
A little bit.
Yeah. And what's the stress? Thinking about the funeral?
Yeah, and it's just that the words we're using that say what flowers are going to be there is reminding me that it is going to happen.
What flowers are going to be there?
What flowers are going to be there?
What flowers are going to be there?
What flowers are going to be there? Everybody is going to die. They're all going to die. They're all going to die. Everybody's going to die. The day when my mom dies. The day when my mom dies. Knowing that she's gonna die. Knowing that she's gonna die. Knowing that she's gonna die. Knowing that she's gonna die.
Okay. So, so
even though
I can't stop everybody from dying,
I can't stop everybody from dying, all I can do is plan the funeral.
Love, accept,
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
and I'm afraid that they're going to die.
And I'm afraid that they're gonna die. Even though they're gonna die.
Afraid
I'm afraid of it.
I'm going to be sad about it for my whole life.
I'm gonna be sad and about it for my whole life. Until it happens.
Love, accept,
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
better be prepared for when they die.
Better be prepared for when they die.
Better be prepared for when they die.
Better be prepared for when they die. Better be prepared for when they die. Better be prepared for when they die. Better be prepared for when they die. Better be prepared for when they die. Better be prepared for when they die. Better be prepared for when they die.
So does it feel like you're preparing in some way for the death? Or you're looking forward to it, or you're dreading it?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to answer it.
So I want you to just imagine right now that you're getting ready to have one of these, I'll call them dwellings. You start dwelling, right?
Mm-hmm.
What feeling?
I kind of feel like, why do I need to think about it?
So that's more mental than it is emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that, what emotion does that bring up?
I can't say that there is one.
If there was one, what would it be?
Calm.
So what are you solving? You know, when you're thinking about it over and over and over again, what problem are you solving? Or trying?
I would guess that I'm trying to prepare my mind for it. For going through that experience. Even though
I better be prepared.
I better be prepared. I love, accept, and forgive myself.
Even though it's going to happen, so I better be prepared.
Even though it's going to happen, so I better be prepared.
Never know when.
You never know when,
You better be prepared.
so I better be prepared.
Love, accept, and forgive myself.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
Even though it's going to happen,
Even though it's going to happen,
I don't know when.
but I don't know when.
Maybe today.
Could be today.
Happening right now.
Could be happening right now.
Better be prepared.
I better be prepared for that.
Love, accept, and forgive.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
Forgive my grandmother, great-grandmother,
And my great-grandmother.
for dying without telling me.
For dying without telling me.
And for Brittany for sending the text.
And for Brittany for sending the text.
They might die right now, so I better be prepared.
They might die right now, so I better be prepared.
I don't want to be caught off guard.
I don't want to be caught off guard.
Afraid of being caught off guard.
Afraid of being caught off guard. Better be prepared. Better be prepared. Better be prepared for when it happens. Better be prepared for when it happens. Better be prepared for when it happens. I better know what kind of flowers they're going to get. Know what color flowers we're going to get. I better know who we're going to invite. What the coffin looks like. What they're going to wear. What songs they're going to play. Better be prepared for it because it's going to happen at any minute. Could happen at any minute. Even though it can happen at any minute. I love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though it can happen at any minute. I love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though it can happen at any minute, so I better be prepared. I love, accept, and forgive myself. Could happen at any minute, so I better be prepared. Could happen at any minute, so I better be prepared. Better be prepared. Always be prepared. If I'm not prepared, the ceremony's not going to happen. Terrible things could happen. If I'm not prepared, terrible things could happen. What would happen if I weren't prepared? It would all get done anyways. I would feel mad. Because I wasn't ready for it. Wasn't ready for it. Mad that I wasn't ready for it. Mad that I wasn't ready for it. Mad that I wasn't ready for it. Wasn't ready. I better be ready. I gotta prepare right now. Always be prepared for death. Always be prepared for death. Always be prepared for death.
So, how many people are you close to?
I would say about 4.
Close enough to run through their funeral?
Yeah.
So your mom, your best friend, your best friend.
Yeah.
Who else?
My dad and my brother.
And if they died, would people turn to you to plan their funeral?
I'm sure I would be asked questions, but I don't think they would make me do it all by myself.
But you feel like that's your role?
Yeah, I do. Even though that's my role,
I need to plan the funeral.
I need to plan the funeral.
Who planned your great grandmother's
My grandmother.
funeral? And were you part of that?
No.
Did you observe it in any way?
Yes, it's at the funeral home. I observe some things.
What did you observe?
Just the director asking them questions about different flowers and things like that.
And did they have trouble answering those questions?
No, not necessarily.
Answer a lot of questions about the flowers and things like that.
Answer a lot of questions about the flowers and things like that. Answer a lot of questions about the flowers and things like that. Answer a lot of questions about the flowers and things like that. We answer a lot of questions.
He asked her a lot of questions.
He asked her a lot of questions about the flowers and things like that. About the flowers and things like that. About the flowers and things like that.
I'm not seeing much evidence of pain. Are you feeling pain?
I am in my body, yes.
Okay, tell me what you're feeling.
The same thing that happens anytime I do EFT is I feel really light.
Okay. So I want you to imagine that you're laying down to go to sleep right now.
Mm-hmm.
And these thoughts start to come up. And who was the first person?
My mom.
So what does her funeral look like?
Large.
Okay. Even though her funeral is large.
You froze for a minute there.
Okay, we're back. All right. All right, so just tell me about her funeral.
It's large. Tons and tons of flowers. Lots of people. All our family's there. Me and my brother are there. Her favorite music's playing.
How are the people reacting? Or it doesn't matter?
The people who are there,
Or doesn't it matter?
sad.
Okay, so her favorite music is playing, which is what?
Amazing Grace.
Okay, so Amazing Grace is playing. It's a large funeral, lots of flowers. And what does this coffin look like?
Black. Shiny.
Black shiny coffin. And the inside?
White.
Satin
Really soft.
or soft? And what is she wearing?
I had never thought about that. Nothing comes to my mind. Nothing comes up.
Okay, and what color are the flowers?
White and pink.
And what other details do you think about?
What happens to me and my family afterwards?
So it's not just that. Not just the funeral. Because the funeral looks like it's pretty easy to plan. You know? Black coffin, white coffin, brown coffin. White interior,
Yeah.
interior, pink interior for the coffin. You know, Amazing Grace, or some other Rose that Midler song, and whether there's lots of people or few people. That's really the scope of the funeral, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before we go on to what happens to the family, I want to talk about your dad's family, because your dad's
I've never thought about his funeral. I mean, I could give you details what I think right now, but in the past I've never thought about his.
your brother's funeral.
Same as my mom, very large, big, grand. It's same details. I mean, you could just, like you said, white or black.
Okay. So now let's talk about your funeral. What was your funeral like?
Outdoors. But same thing. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's white or black.
Okay. But those are sort of details that keep you awake at night worrying about. Is it a white costume?
Yeah.
Okay. So yours, what does yours look like? Let's get into all the details.
Let me think. I mean, I can't think of details. I mean, it's outdoors, and what else matters?
Okay. So, all right. So not a lot matters about the details of your funeral.
No.
Okay, what about your best friend's funeral? Try to get really concerned about the details. Just try.
I can't.
So let's start talking about what happened after they died. Okay? So when you imagine your life after your mom died, so what do you feel right now when I say mom died? 0 to 10, how much stress is there?
3.
And what does your life look like without your mom?
The big thing that really comes to mind that brought it to a 3 is that I'm going to regret not doing something with her or not going to the movies this time.
Even though I'm going to regret not doing something with her.
Even though I'm going to regret not doing something with her. I love, accept, and forgive myself.
No, I think I should spend every day with my mom or I'm going to regret it.
Even though I think I should spend every day with my mom or I'm going to regret it.
I should go to the movies with her every day.
I should go to the movies with her every day.
Or eat with her.
Or eat with her.
Or go for a walk.
Or go for a walk.
Do something with my mom every single day.
Do something with my mom every single day or I'm going to regret it.
Never turn anything down.
Never turn anything down.
In order to appreciate my life with my mom.
In order to appreciate my life with my mom. To move on with grace.
Can't have ever given up a single opportunity to spend time with her.
Say that again.
I can't have ever given up a single opportunity to spend time with her.
I can't have ever given up a single opportunity to spend time with her.
Fear of regret.
Fear of regret.
Fear of regret.
It's fear of regret.
Fear of regret.
Fear of regret.
Fear of regretting.
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 Fear of regretting. Fear of
Fear of regretting.
regretting.
Fear of regretting.
Fear of regretting.
All right, so let's go to your mom's funeral. she was buried, and now you're thinking back over all the things you regret. What comes to the surface?
I can't get anything to come up. Right now I'm thinking, that this phrase someone told me is that everything's gonna just happen and fall into place, and if I didn't do this, it doesn't matter because it just doesn't matter.
Okay, but I want you to think about that time she asked you to go to the zoo, and you had to go to school, and you didn't go.
It doesn't matter.
So, I want you to go down now, back to bed, lay your head down, think about, your best friend is going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Better plan it.
I can do that when the time comes.
And what about, that time he asked you to do something and you couldn't go?
It's not important.
Okay, so what else is lingering? What else comes to mind?
Oh, on the same topic. Nothing's coming up right now that I can think of.
What about, how much of a fear is there about you being
About me being alone?
we all leave and you're the one person left?
I mean, that's fine. I can't get, emotionally charged about that.
What about the fact that you can't do anything to prevent it?
That's fine. Everyone's gonna die when they're meant to die.
It's fascinating to me that I was watching a post on Facebook not so long ago, and it had this question on it that I think it eliminates one thing from our experience in life, maybe. And a lot of people said pain, cancer, ego, that sort of stuff. And there was thousands of comments, and I didn't read all of them, but I went through them for quite a few minutes, and I was fascinated by the question. And what I noticed was nobody said death.
Mm-hmm.
You asked, a couple of thousand people, what is the one thing that you would, eliminate from the world if you could? Nobody said death, because maybe inside all of us, we're all kind of like,
Yeah.
we don't necessarily want to go today, but we like the idea that we get to check out of here.
Yeah.
By and large, we don't have to stay for 1,000 years.
Who would want to?
Exactly. So, okay. So, can you feel any charge around this at all right now?
No.
Anything else about it you want to do with?
A new topic, or talking about dying still?
Still talking about that.
Mm-mm. I mean, I'm trying to think of something I can't.
Okay. The real test will be if you find yourself laying in bed at night mulling about it. And if you do,
Yeah.
contact me and we can have fun. So,
Yeah.
so what I want to do is go ahead and stop this recording and then we'll talk about whatever's
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, wait.